So I don't know about you, but I often get caught up in wondering what is the point of all this hard work of practicing? I mean, after all, I'm never going to be that great. I'm a little old to be taking the world by storm with my playing. And when I think that way, I often remember this story that was told to me by an aikido student of mine. I used to teach the martial art of aikido. I did so for about 15 years. And it's one of the softer martial arts. They call it that. It because it uses the other person's power against them, and smaller and weaker and older people can do it pretty well. You learn to be pretty relaxed in the face of scary things or of conflict. And it taught me a lot about integrating my mind and body, and about the importance of softness and being positive in order to get what you want. So I wrote about this in the book. The chapter is called Mukudoku. And at the end of the chapter, I have a one-sentence kind of summary that helps me to remember the learning from the chapter. Oh, and this student, I forgot to say, after he finished graduate school, he did this sort of 1-year walkabout, went all over the world, to the Far East, to South America. He ended up at the end of it in Japan for about a year. And while he was there, he wrote to me and told me that he was taking tea ceremony classes. So this is about that. An Aikido student of mine who also practices the way of tea told me this story. Each week in my tea ceremony class, the instructor selects a scroll to hang in the wall of the alcove. These are often chosen for the occasion. Sometimes they're more general, but still in the spirit of the way of tea. One week, the scroll said, Mukudoku. When I asked about the word, my teacher told me of a famous dialogue between Bodhidharma and Emperor Wu. Emperor Wu said, "I am a faithful Buddhist. I built many temples and made various offerings to monks. What kind of reward can I expect?" To this, Bodhidharma replied, Mukudoku, meaning no reward whatsoever. When we play and practice, we often do so with the expectation of some kind of reward. We may hope that our musicianship will be recognized by others, perhaps we'll be invited to join a group or play a gig, or we might hope to be welcomed by other musicians and audiences. At the very least, we hope to be rewarded by our own progress, by reaching some goal. Mukudoku involves the idea of letting go of the motivation of reward. It means trying to live our lives with the understanding that every moment, whether beautiful or painful, is exquisite and perfect. Would it be useful, even liberating, to practice just for the experience of it, not for some future expectation? To let go, even for a moment, of the idea of improvement, measurement, or quid pro quo. Try it and see. Today, I'll try to practice without the expectation of reward.